means the wild ass thing to put on my loading screen? What do you mean? That's so me. What are you talking about? Hi, Sander! Hello, Colossal! Welcome. Today, again, I only have YouTube chat on the screen. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if you're on there. I hope the audio's okay. I was kind of talking really quietly, so I don't know if it's quiet or if it's louder. If the music is too loud? Am I too loud? Don't say that I'm too loud, please, it'll hurt. It'll hurt and I'm sad. I'll be sad. Not I am sad, I'll be sad. Anyway, I've been speaking a little bit more softly and I was going to be streaming another creepypasta reading with Volty today, but I don't think I'd be able to deliver what we had agreed upon us delivering with any sort of good performance. We were originally going to be reading the creepypasta Cupcakes, the My Little Pony Friendship is Magic creepypasta. But instead, I'm not doing that, I'm sorry. Sorry. Because if I speak louder than I am right now, I have the worst dry cough imaginable. It'll be like, I'll just start wheezing. I'll just start wheezing and that's it. And you don't want me to be Carl wheezing everything. I'm sure you don't. I mean, imagine if you do, but I mean, you probably wouldn't. You probably don't. But today, I think it's gonna be a bit shorter. Hi, Slayer fan! Welcome, welcome, welcome. And today, I was just gonna start talking, and I'm gonna try and make it shorter. I don't know how short or how trustworthy that is coming from me, but I want it to be a little bit shorter because I'm feeling very distracted lately. I don't know if you could tell from like yesterday's stream or anything, but I'm so my brain is everywhere, but I'm also like stuck in it. So it's tough. It's tough to keep a steady train of thought. I sparked the Jack in the Box lore. Yeah, I was confused about that. I was confused about that. In my Discord, you guys are talking about freaking Jack in the Box lore, which, by the way, Mr. Jack I Box or whatever his name is, would smash. Not a pass, smash. When he rolls up his sleeves. We like that. We like that here. We like that here. Nods and ADHD. Exactly, exactly. You get it, you get it. I know you get it. I can trust. Yeah. La 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 la. La la. La la. Jesus Christ. But yeah. I have been reading Lovecraft recently. Mostly because I'm doing like a personal project. I'm starting up a personal project. But yeah, I was reading some Lovecraft and I feel like everybody says like if you're going to be reading Lovecraft, you always have to know, you go in and you're like, he's notorious. He's a notorious racist. And you're like, okay, I kind of know what to expect. Racism. He named his cat the N-word, you know? Like racism. You go in and you're like, you brace yourself. You're like, okay, I'm ready. Ah! But then it hits you like a nuclear bomb. The actual level that it is. So yeah, that's been fun. Fun thing to do, not look up his cat's name. Yeah, and also don't look up that Lovecraftian monster that has the N-word in it. Don't do that either. Because why? Literally why? Literally why? Sorry. Because for this personal project, I am playing around with themes of cosmic horror of that nature, of like you know, Lovecraftian nature, because that's what everybody uses, the low-hanging fruit. Oh, it's a Lovecraftian. But I'm trying to do that, and I want to make my reference accurate to the source material, because it what I'm using it for is really just like a reference, a shorthand to be like, oh, this is like that, right? So I want to make sure that it's like 100% accurate. But in doing so, you know, you read up on Nyarlathotep, and then all of a sudden he's described as being all black, but he doesn't have black people features. Like, that's literally what he says. He's like, oh yeah, his skin was all black, but he didn't have any N-word features, but he had very small normal features, is how he's described. I'm like, what the fuck? It's like a fucking nuclear bomb of racism. What do you mean? Like, you go in and you expect it, but it's way worse. It's way worse than you could possibly imagine it being. Like, I think we need to modernize Lovecraft. We need to take some of the ideas, throw out most of them, and make new ones. Make them new. N-word features is something wild to hear without context. I know, but literally, okay. Please don't clip this out of context. I am literally trying to clown on Lovecraft right now for saying this. Actually, yeah. He says, in the dreams in the witch house, Nyarlathotep is described as a tall, lean man of dead black coloration, but without the slightest sign of... And guys, I'm saying it because it's there, because truly, what the fuck? You know this is abhorrent. Negroid features. What are we talking about? What is happening? But then later on, he's like, oh, he bore no trace of expression on his small, regular features. It's the racism final boss. That's what reading Lovecraft is. That's what you have to confront. It's scarier than the fucking cosmic horror. Scarier than Cthulhu reading that shit. What? It's actually so crazy. It's like, why? Why do we need this? Oh my god, why are you screaming directly at your mic? Cause it's crazy! It's crazy! This is the loudest you've been in a while. Cause it's crazy. Oh my god, he put oid at the end. He put oid at the end too. Cause like nowadays in like the incel communities, they've started calling females, even was rough when they would be like, oh, it's a female. They've started calling girls femoids. So it's like, you know, it's really bad if they're adding oid at the end. But it's crazy. It's crazy. I'm out here like, I'm trying to make sure that a reference is accurate. Wild. I'm gonna keep my voice down. Proceeds to scream over Lovecraft hyper-racist. Well, how can you not scream? How can you not scream when you read that? Scarier than the content of the monsters. Scarier than the monsters themselves. Because what do you mean? What do you mean? A girl gotta scream. A girl gotta scream sometimes when you're confronted with that shit. What the fuck are we talking about? But yeah, so I've been doing that for a personal project. I've been confronting the horrors of racism. Moid foid is the nastiest incel lingo I've heard in the world. It's so crazy. Like, I hear it and it's like you get slapped in the face a little bit. You're like, huh? What do you mean? What's happening? But instead of it being like a slap in the face when you're getting called a femoid or a foid, you read Lovecraft writing that like it's totally normal, and it's like a nuclear bomb. It's the nuke of racism. It's the Manhattan Project of racism. And I'm like, what do you mean? Because the concept of Nyarlathotep being like a shape-shifting, chaos-bringing man who a lot of the time is constructed and, you know, conveys to people his thing, you know, like oh, I'm a normal guy. I'm a normal guy. You can trust me. I'm like I'm jovial. Blah 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 blah. Like that's an interesting concept. Is the idea that like somebody could be like lurking under your very nose in order to, you know, like use you as a pawn for like chaos, for destroying humanity. That's an interesting concept. I loved it when they did it in Persona 2. Persona 2 was awesome, both of them. But then it's like, whoa. Wait, holy fuck, it is! Thanks, Trap Shadow, what's up? What's up? 100 followers on Twitch is crazy. How do we celebrate? I don't really have anything planned. I don't have anything that I could do to play to make it up to anyone. I'm just screaming about I'm screaming about racism. Cause what the fuck do you mean? Thanks for the follow, man. What the heck? Crazy time to follow. Just animate your model doing the worm. FNAF stream. You know what? I could download Security Breach. I have space on my computer now. But I'm actually scared because earlier when I was testing out the playlist, the VLC playlist that I've got going on right now, the music, my PC almost, like, 5 things that make my VTubing possible crashed. And I'm like, I'm kind of scared. I'm kind of scared to do anything else. Because it was like my model, it was OBS, it was VLC, like everything crashed all at once. I'm like, oh fuck. Oh fuck, man, I don't know. But technically that could happen in the near future. But for now, I don't know, man. I can't even stream like Dead by Daylight without shit freaking out. Because why is it so big? Why is Security Breach so big? Security Breach is bigger than Dead by Daylight. Like that's actually insane. Security Breach, if I remember correctly, because I was just on Steam, Security Breach is like 89 gigs. Fuck you mean 89 gigs for Freddy Fazbear? Because game devs don't know how to optimize files. That is so true, actually. That is so true. Because I was looking at the director's cut of Yakuza 0. Because I have the legacy version. And I was just like, I was curious. I'm like, how's the other half living, you know? That's just like 90 gigs. They added maybe 4 new cutscenes. They added 4 new cutscenes to Yakuza 0, if I recall correctly, and they added an English dub. And apparently, that takes something from like, I think 15, like 20 gigs, maybe 29 gigs, to 90 gigs? You're on crack. You're on crack cocaine, RGG. I love Baldur's Gate 3, but 150 gigs? Are you kidding? Is it actually 150? Holy shit. Okay, I'm gonna go on Steam. Holy crap. I'm going on Steam right now. That's insane. That's really crazy. What you mean? What you mean, man? Okay, I'm on Steam. Let's see, I want to know, what is my biggest game? I'm scared to show my Steam. I'm really scared to show it. Because then you'll see that I have like 64 hours in Death Road to Canada, and it's like, why? Baldur's Gate 3 is 150. Holy shit. Holy, and you're not lying. You're not lying. That's fucked up in the specs. What? Huh? Holy shit. Like, dude, what is my biggest game? Okay, Yakuza 0 base game, 24 24 gigs. Now let's see. Yakuza 0 Director's Cut. Let's see. Oh, it's excluded because of my store preferences. Just because I don't want the porn games, I have to search it up myself. Crazy. Yakuza 0. I'm old enough to see this, I promise. I'm old. I'm old and I'm in trouble. I'm old and I'm in trouble. Okay. Nyunga Studio. Let's see. Let me change my content filters to allow horrible, bad, evil. So I can see Yakuza. Jesus Christ. Yakuza 0. Let's see. Director's Cut. To mixed reviews. Oh, because everybody's review bombing them. Girl, I have 1,000 hours in Civ 5 and Stardew Valley. Girl, that's only for Death Road to Canada. That's not even like an experience that I spend a lot of time in. Dude, 95 gigs of available space is what you need to be able to download Yakuza 0 Director's Cut. From 24! From 24 gigs to 95. 400 in Yakuza 7, but that's because I left it open. Dude, I have done that so often where I'll just like leave a game open and then that's how I have like over... I don't even know how many hours I have in Fortnite, but it's fucked up, that's for sure. It's a fucked up amount. Like, what is my biggest, like, the longest that I've spent in the game? Honestly, probably Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links. Let's see, hold on. Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links. Where is it? Is it in my favorites? Did I put it in my favorites? Yes, I did. I have played 1,800 hours. I have 1,800 hours in Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links, and that's not counting on my phone, where I play it more often. So, we've all got problems, right, guys? We've all got problems. We got problems. My dad, I think he... hold on, I can actually check. He's my friend on Steam. I'm gonna go to my friends. I'm gonna see my dad. Okay. Star Wars Battlefront 2 Classic. He's been doing this project where he is trying he's trying to get an obscene amount of hours in that game. Do you know how many hours my dad has logged into Star Wars Battlefront 2 Classic? 10,205 hours. 10,000 hours! That's so many. That's so many. Members since 2004. Sounds about right. I am my father's daughter. I just play the same fucking game all the time. I am my father's daughter. Like, hold on. How, like, is that really my biggest amount of... No, it's not. I think my Vroid Studio hours have trumped my Duel Links hours on PC. It's almost 2,000! A few more hours and I will have 2,000 hours logged into the place where I make my model. That's so embarrassing. That's so sad. He's been working on that for literal decades. Yeah. Bro rolled up his sleeves. He's like, I'm gonna play Battlefront. Star Wars Battlefront 2 Stream 1? Never. I'm sorry. I can't get behind it. I can't get behind that game. I'm sorry. Yeah, not the worst zip scene for RimWorld though. It's almost 7K. Holy fuck. Holy fuck, man. What's really crazy? I think the weirdest thing, the weirdest amount of hours, like I have a lot of hours on something really fucking weird. My Yume Nikki playtime is like 70 hours. I've invested in a walking around crazy environments, walking through your dreams, collecting little things that you can do, 70 hours. And that's only on Steam. That's only on the Steam version too. That's weeks out of someone's life. God damn! That's fucked up! Dude, I've been watching one episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. Yu-Gi-Oh! GX Season 1, Episode 2. I've watched that episode at least once every month since about 2015, 2016. And I've not missed a month. So I shudder to think about like the amount of actual hours that adds up to. How much time does that actually add up to? 22-minute episode, like terrifying. First ever slow run of Yume Nikki. It's still going too. No, I'm kidding. I've beat the game so many times, but it's just fun to walk around because I feel like you find something new every time, which is why I love that kind of game. But like, damn. What do you mean, 70 hours? Like, it feels so ridiculous. That's untold levels of fight for fixation. I'm dedicated. One time, Cools was trying to do like an anime quiz where she would put like audio clips from an anime, so like not a song, but like characters talking to each other, and she put them into like that like MIDI making program where you would make MIDIs, like they would make an audio a MIDI, and so when you play the MIDI, it like through synesthesia and stuff like that, it kind of sounds like there's words. Like she did that with the Poke Rap and everything. But one time she was testing me to see if I could like name these iconic moments that I always reference. And the point in Yu-Gi-Oh! GX Season 1, Episode 2, where Alexis interrupts, you know, Chaz and Jaden meeting for the first time, and he goes, "Hey, Alexis." She took that moment, and I instantly recognized it. I was like, "Hey, Alexis!" And that's how you know that I'm not normal, because that was maybe a few years ago. So, so it says a lot about me. It's kind of fun. Welcome. Thank you for the follow. I'm sorry if you're watching on Twitch. We've got YouTube chat as primary right now. I feel like I shouldn't say this because it seems so unprofessional, but I don't know how the fuck to merge chats. I'm sorry. I don't know how to merge chats. I have Twitch chat on my end, so I can see it. But I'm sorry. Hello, Twitch people. Yeah, everybody say hi to people on Twitch. Do it now. Ew, why is that so mean? Like, do it now. Are you using Stream Elements? Yeah. Yeah. I don't have like a scene for it because I'd miss the aesthetic that I have going on with these bubbles. I'd be sad if they went away, low key. What's it like in your purple world? Yeah, Twitch people, it's probably really purple, right? Or dark gray. Imagine being on Twitch. Hey, don't be mean to the Twitch people. Oh my god, I just like clapping in the mic. I'm smacking you upside the head. How dare you say that to the people on Twitch? All my homies on YT, but they could be on Twitch too. I only use Twitch to throw things at June's head. That's mean. Why would you say that? Why would you say that? Why would you say that to the new people? You're gonna like make me bald or something. I'm scared. Oh my god, she killed. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Don't be negative to the people on Twitch. They're nice. Bald her now. Stop! No! Dodo! I've never been more betrayed. I've never been more betrayed. My fucking mod! You're supposed to be asleep! Vengeance for Cinder Perfect. You evil wicked witches. When I find you, when I catch you, because best know I will find you. When I catch you, it'll be over for you. You'll be done. You'll be eviscerated. No! I will not have unity between the mods and the chatters. I will not have unity between the mods and the chatters! We're shaking hands. No! We should be divided. You should be divided and you should be angry. And spiteful. That's so mean. Why? Why? Y'all are mean. Making me bald? Being friends with each other? Just in time baldness. How dare you, cards? You'll never catch me because I know Fujoshi's like you cannot commit a full capture. What do you mean? What do you mean? June's out here union busting. I feel like I have to. You guys are conspiring to make me fucking bald. And Cinder's out here dying? Yeah. Is really a smack from a VTuber gonna kill somebody? I doubt it. I doubt it. I spend so much time not leaving the house and sitting on my computer that my muscles may as well be atrophied. You probably wouldn't die. June anti-work. Stop! Don't cancel me! Why? I am supposed to be your ruler. You gave Cinder a head injury. He might not even remember who or what he is. It was not that strong of a smack. I can assure you. Might as well be hit with the Jack in the Box memory loss bus? What are you talking? Is that in the lore? Rulers are meant to be overthrown. No! No, not me! Not even the worms of my worm kingdom would do that. Because they know that they'd all fucking perish. But at the same time... Stop! Stop! She's pro-monarchy! Stop! Jack Box got hit with a bus and lost his memories because of it? Are you... You're capping. You're capping. You're lying. You're lying. That's not true. Jack committing an act of domestic terrorism? Jack moments after being... Oh! That's true? What the fuck? Jack, Mr. Jack in the Box. Roll up your sleeves, turn around, let me smack it from the back. But also, oh my god! That's so horrific! I'm so sorry! I didn't know Jack Box was an amnesiac. Free the worms, justice for the worms. No! The worms are under my rule. I rule with an iron fist. Iron lung markiplier. An iron fist! And I will clock them if they dare step out of line. These are my brain worms. These are my... Oh, that was gonna sound really weird. I was about to be like, that's my tunnels. These are my tunnels. Don't like the sound of that. Don't like the sound of me with worms in my tunnels. Sorry. That was like really gross. That was like really gross to think about. It keeps happening. I keep thinking about it. It's it's stun locking me. Well, don't say. I'm sorry. Worm's gonna pilot that rig like the hunters from Halo. No! If anything, I'm an Evangelion. I'm an Ava. I've got a 12-year-old brain that is piloting my body, and I am going through the traumas and horrors of existing. That's what's happening. You know? What? Hold on. I'm like, what do Avas say? But I really just realized they just go. I'm struggling. Got the soul of a dead mother in you? Yeah. Well, you know, when a mother gives birth to a girl, she gives away like the eggs, you know, like the eggs in the when you have eggs in the reproductive cycle and those eggs turn into people, those eggs grow people with eggs in them. And so in a sense, it's like you're the culmination of your mother's egg. And you've got their eggs in you. That's fucking crazy. I sound like an insane person. I think I'm glad I don't have psychosis, or I'm not. I feel like I'm happy that I'm not more inclined to undergo a psychotic episode. Because sometimes it really does feel like that. what I've been doing when I've been planning out this personal project of mine, and I'm not gonna be super specific with it, because last time I was super specific and showed like pictures of a personal project that I was working on, my SSD fucking died and I lost all of them. So because I am a little bit paranoid about, like, there are no coincidences, because you put that into the world and you thought, I don't want bad to happen, it will happen. So I won't be using a lot of specifics, but I've been like making flow charts for this personal project, sort of planning it out and, you know, like figuring out, you know, things. So I'm not going to go into a lot of detail, but in making that flow chart, I look back on it and it's so expansive and there's so many like crazy things in there. Cause again, it's a personal project related to the reason why I was going through a lot of Lovecraft stuff. And there are like doodles in there, like scribbles and shit. And it's just like, it looks like a crazy person wrote it. There's like, I'm making comments where it's like 2 hands, 2 eyes, 2 lungs, 2 blah, 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 everything coming in 2s, 2 me's. And it's like, it looks like somebody who was going through psychosis wrote that. And so I'm very glad that I'm not inclined for that. Except, I don't know, actually, anybody is vulnerable to psychosis, but thank God it's not me right now. But it sure as fuck looked like it. What the fuck? If you show your stuff, you're gonna get hexed. Even talking about it made the streams. Oh my God, no! No! See, I still think I'm hexed because of my freaking cough. I have this horrible, horrible cough. It's not horrible, it's just annoying. It's like a wheeze. Whenever I breathe too fast, I just... RIP, pour one out for our homies SSD. That is true. That is so true. I've lost a lot. And I feel like as I rebuild and I make new things, I notice the loss. A little bit more every time. A little bit more every time. Did you come across any witchy-looking women recently, or warlock-esque men? I don't think so. I don't leave my house. Look, spellcasters are scary motherfuckers at times. See, I used to be in a lot of witchy shit, but I don't think I was hexed. Unless I was hexed by, like, somebody not liking my streams and they're just like, punish her. Like, if it's not that, I don't know. Whoa. June, Ryan and Colossal are playing tic-tac-toe on your fort. You can't. You can't be serious. Rye is so adamant. No way! What the fuck is this? What is this? I can't believe this is real. I can't believe this is real. Hold on, I'm putting y'all on blast. I'm putting y'all on blast. I open the Discord and I see this. Now, why am I seeing this? June, it's a very intense game. Kidding me? Are you kidding me? Horrific, wretched people. By the way, I can foresee this being a tie. It could so easily be a tie. June, what's my next move? I'm circles. Honestly, no matter what you do, I think it's a tie. Cause if you go to like top middle, then you're basically stopping it. But then bro's gonna go for like the top right, and then you're gonna be like, okay, if it's the top right block, then I'm gonna go to the bottom left block, and then it's a tie. Tic-tac-toe. Tic-tac-toe is a game that is so easy to tie in. It's like if you have any level of foresight. If you have any level of foresight, tic-tac-toe is an ever-losing game. Tic-tac-toe forehead model when? I think it's right now. I think it's right now, Blue. I'm sorry. I think it's right now. I got my money on Rye. Don't let me down, son. It's gonna be a tie, cards. It's gonna be a tie. Huh. My advisor's giving me insight that this is a losing battle. Your advisor sucks? What do you mean? Your advisor? I was the advisor! This could be a bolt reward if you think... Playing tic-tac-toe on my forehead could be a bolt reward. Is this what we're going with? It's a fucked up reward. It's like a reward. It's a fucked up reward. Who does it benefit? You're tying! You're fighting a lose-lose game! Redeem bald, redeem tic-tac-toe, the true combo. No! You know what? If I could... That would actually be really tricky to program. So I'm a little wary. But I could have an overlay GIF where I, you know, have a GIF of tic-tac-toe on my forehead. Seasonal June forehead tic-tac-toe tournaments. Advisor, we have won. You won? How? Classy. 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 I can't believe it. You didn't even go for the top middle. I expect 20 shillings of silver on the morrow? What do you mean? Oh well, I checked off the bucket list of playing tic-tac-toe on someone's forehead. We could make this a redeem. We could make it a redeem, but I don't know how, like... I don't know. I don't know how to make that work, actually. I'll look into it. I'll look into interactive tic-tac-toe bolt reward. I'll look into it. I don't know if I'll be able to do anything, but, you know, I'll look into it. Cause y'all want it, I'll look into it. OMG, what a glorious figure on screen. Oh, so June is there. That's me, Dodo! These are all me. Oh, June, my yellow. Me, mid tic-tac-toe. Me now, me mid. Me mid? Me mid, girl. Don't worry, advisor. You'll get your share. A hey pay. Hey! I was the victim. And the advisor, but also the victim. Ojunma Yellow. Dude, I'm so happy that Ojunma Yellow was retained. I'm actually so happy about that. Because there was a point in time where I got really scared because I thought Ojunma Yellow didn't survive. But I had saved it, like I had sent it to a friend. I sent Ojunma Yellow to a friend, and it turns out Ojunma Yellow's safe. Both versions, too! If you remember, if you've been here for a long time. Wait, where's Transparent Jeff the Killer? Would you believe that he's under Ojunma Yellow, but still there? The Jeff the Killer is my comfort. The gang's all here. Exactly! So are there other Ojunmas, or is it like Ojama Green Cools? Well, that's one thing that I lost. Thinking about it now, that is one thing that I lost. I have multiple versions of Ojunma Yellow, because like if you're a legacy viewer, this is the original Ojunma Yellow. Where I just redrew the original like card artwork, but it's June, and you could tell that it's old because of the way my hair was. But I was in the process of making Ojunma Lime, but I guess I'm just gonna have to redo that. But I was originally just gonna go through and just make a bunch of Ojunmas, and then I was gonna make an OC Ojunma where it was gonna be like my own color and shit. This was the face reveal. If June is Ojamas, is Cools the XYZ the VWs? And where's VW Thundercools? Not there. Not there. If now I'm trying to think, if Cools was like a Yu-Gi-Oh card, like an archetype or something, what would she be? What would Cools be? Man, I love the OG Ojama art. Me too! They look so gross and ugly. I redrew the updated one from a screenshot from the anime. Because I'm so normal. Extremely normal. I love this though. But yeah, I wanna make an OC. Where it's like Ojunma purple or something. Libromancer or Abyss Actor fits her vibe. Really? Dude, I wish Cools was here so she could defend herself. Sorry, VW Cools Catapult. She wouldn't be VWs. She's not cool enough. See, those are the Manjome cards that I like the best. Moki Cools. It even has a little wig. Shut the fuck. That's so real. Should I make that? Moki Cools? Coolsy? Coolsy? Ew! Sounds like I'm talking about a koozie. Dang. Moki would be fun though. Holy forehead. Come on. Come on. I know, I'm bald. Somebody redeemed bald on Twitch, so I'm bald now. Just shh, ignore it. It's still me. It's still me. Coastal Beast? Coastal Beast? I feel like she would be against being furryified, but that's so real. Because Cool's actually runs Crystal Beasts. In Duel Links anyway, she runs them, so who knows? 5 head, get it right. I can see a sun glint off of her head. 7 head ass look. Fine. If you don't want to see me be bald, that's fine. I can go back. I can put my hair back on. I can put my wig back on. There. Are you happy now? Are you happy now? I'm covered up. I know, I can't fathom to manage Overdrive with only 3 zones. It happens. Time to start saving up to make streamer bald again. I'm sorry, Blue! I'm sorry. Blue didn't even make me bald this time, I just realized. It was all Dodo. Dodo better not have enough bolts to do it again. He better be asleep in his bed going honk shoo, me. Aw, our game board's gone. Shut up! What do you mean our game board's gone? Don't worry, Dodo will hit her again. No, he won't. No, he won't. He should be honk shoo, me in his bed. He has work tomorrow. I'm literally 6 bolts away from ammo. Stop! Stop! Stop the count! Stop the count! Stop the count! I need to grab some Snake Eyes for Snake Eyes Crystal Beast. Doomed Dragon only says monsters in the back row, so it clears zone super easy. True. That's another thing. That's another thing that I wanted to bring up. In doing inventory of all my games that I can play on stream, not that many. Not that many anymore. I lost the Utena game file that I was working on, so I'm gonna have to do that again. I want to stream it when I have 2 monitors so that I can more easily control the audio for that. But another thing that I lost outside of the Utena game, I lost my Tag Force save. So we're gonna have to start from the beginning, guys! Isn't that awesome? Isn't that great? Oh, it's awesome, right, guys? It's great! Lost Capsa Monsters too. I'm just feeling so good. I feel good about everything. It's awesome. Life is so worth living, guys. Oh, everything's great. Awesome, right? Great. Is this your excuse to jump to Tag Force 3? No. 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 I'm sorry, no. Do not listen to her, June. Do not listen to the female voice in your head. What do you mean, female voice? I'm a girl! No more leg. No more leg! Oh, no, that's so true. We can always make new leg. We can always make new leg. And honestly, I've been meaning to revisit that game. So maybe it's a good thing that we can start from the beginning, because now I have more of a grasp on what the peepee does. So when I make my own symbol, I can peepee more effectively. It's not that, it's worse. What do you mean? What do you mean? I don't know, just means more June content, so sounds like a plus. True! Maybe this time, maybe when I have like new saves for these, I can have more of a direction when I stream, so that when I can finally make edits, I can finally edit the streams into a cohesive thing, and I can have more of a story to tell when I make a YouTube video. You know? I can be like, oh, this is when I had a goal to do this. This was my strategy, and this is how I was gonna do X, Y, and Z. Blah, 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 blah. Funny Yu-Gi-Oh! Chess game. You know? So maybe it's a blessing that I've lost all these things, because then I can, you know, focus on having more direction with it. Still sucks, though. Lost a whole SSD just to learn that lesson, huh? Is it even a lesson either? I don't know. Like the sexy lamp from A Christmas Story, except it's the left leg of the forbidden one, and I just want to run my hands across it sensually. I'm sorry. More grasp of the PP. Yes, more grasp of the PP. I'll have a firm grasp on the PP, and I'll swing it around. Streamer having her anime MC moment. Maybe it's time for me to be the main character of my own life. Maybe I should stop being a side character. I can do so much. I've had my traumatic falling to the ground. Everything's crumbling around me. My past, my present, my future, it's all in question. And now I've come back stronger. I'll kill myself now. I'm kidding. June threatens to swing her PP live on Twitch and YouTube. And dare I say, the PP's big. The PP's big. It's huge. Look, June, you'll be ready for this. Don't wish that upon me. That will legitimately stress me out. That idea will legitimately stress me out. Recently, I've made a lot of discoveries about my psychology, about my past, about everything. I've had a lot of discovery. I've had a lot of discoveries. And one of those being, I am so crazy when it comes to self-fulfilling prophecy and, you know, speaking things or thinking things into existence. And I don't believe in coincidences about the size of your PP2. Stop! No! It's huge. I know it's huge. I can feel it in my pants. God damn it! I can feel my pee-pee in my pants. That sounds bad! No! I'm not the piss girl. But you know, it's like I don't believe in coincidence, and I'm very big on like thinking things into existence. So things like that, where it's like anticipating bad things happening, is just like inviting them to happen, and I don't want that to happen. I just heard it thud on the table over the mic. Yup. Repeatedly bashed it on there. Come on! Never escaping the piss ever. No! I've discovered I am a spoke upon the wheel of time. Spitting endless, so like this proceeds to helicopter my wiener. That's right. I'm trying to make like the helicopter sounds. I don't know how helicopter sounds. I don't know anything. I don't know anything. I'm stupid. Piss streamer strikes again. Stop! Stop! I'm not the piss person. Oh shit! June's flying. I can fly. I can fly. I'm a helicopter. Helicopter! Helicopter! Whoa! And then I'm gone. And you'll never hear from Moe Moe June again because I'll be flying away! I'll be traveling the world. Spinning my wiener. The helicopter sounded more like Scooby-Doo having a stroke! No! No! It's the fucking Tasmanian devil. Rebel! Ah, no! That can't be me. I refuse. June on the verge of re-saying the motherfucking Gojo speech. I alone am the pissing one. The Scooby-Doo that was promised. Pog. No, no. That was me being Scooby-Doo being the Tasmanian devil. Like what happened in Scooby-Doo 2 Monsters Unleashed. Best movie in the world, hands down. Throughout heaven and earth, I am the golden one. Golden shower. Joke's on you! I would never get in the shower! I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I feel the need to say this because I feel like a lot of you guys don't have a lot of faith in me. I shower! Just letting it be known. Letting it be known. Stinky streamer, shut up! I'm saying it was a joke! I was saying it for the bit! I can't make that a piss thing. I was trying to be like, it's the bit, it's the pissed, but it doesn't work that way, I'm sorry. You do? Stinky Winky? Shower and it's a singular drip of water? No! How dare you guys say this to me? How dare you guys say this to me? You're mean. Hold on. I think I have the perfect thing for this occasion. The perfect thing for this occasion! This is how y'all make me feel. You make me feel bad. Existential. Struggling. With soap? Yes! Yes, with soap! I like lathering the soap on because I use a rose scented stuff. all of my shower stuff is rose scented. I like lathering it in because I use June in the shower moment IRL. Do I need to do a shower stream to make sure that you guys believe me? This image implies you crushed your gay lover to death the episode prior. Well, who's to say? Who's to say? Maybe I did. I don't know. Maybe I did. You never know. I'll take your word for it. Thank you. For the sake of your career, do not shower stream. Why? It'd just be like a PNG of me in this same area, but you just hear the shower. Shower stream would do numbers, that's true. Do you guys remember the Vox Akuma bathtub stream where he streamed while he was in the bathtub and then do you guys remember? Because if not, if you don't remember, then I'll refrain from saying it's embarrassing, but it's funny. This embarrassing moment that happened during it, but it's funny. Yo, I'm just gonna say it. Fuck this. In the Vox Akuma bathtub stream, it was clipped a bunch, so that's how I heard that it happened. But during that stream, he farted by accident, and then after the stream, they muted that section. Like they cut it out. And I think that makes it all the more funny. Brother didn't own it. Brother didn't own the fart. Alternatively, PNG of your model overlaid on your real life shower. No! They neutralized the fart. They did. They were like, this is bad for publicity. They're not real people. And they cut it out. Maybe he was embarrassed because after it happened, he was speaking like he was very embarrassed. And I felt kind of bad, but at the same time, own your fart. Like when you cut it out of the stream, it's a little it's a little sad. Fart proud. Own that stank. Exactly. What did I say last stream? It was like, whoa, what are some words of wisdom? And I was like, fart loud, shit louder. Fart loud, shit louder. Own that stank. Exactly. My goat would never. My goat would fart proud. It's a true American way. Fart loud. Let me hear it. Some people like that. Some people are like, oh my gosh, like it smells. Who farted? And then somebody else will just be like, my favorite, and just take a huge sniff. Yes. Need that shit on my gravestone. Can't wait to see fart added to the tags on the next stream. You know, it's like the foot tag, but instead, fart. He was a real shitter. Yes! I feel like half the people I follow would attempt a second louder fart in response, because that asserts dominance. If somebody toots, you gotta fart in response. Jesus Christ, this conversation's gotten so off the rails. I lack an Oshi still, but it won't ever be you. Come on. Born to rip ass, forced to toot. See, it's kind of like that meme where it's like girls who poop versus bitches who shit. And the bitches who shit are always cunty as fuck. Imagine the type of person a fart tag would attract. Feet cut times 1 million. Like imagine mentioning imagine being in chat and you're like, oh, oops, like you have a little fart, and then you're like, oops, sorry, farted, and then they're like, the chat is flooded with sniff. That'd be so fucking funny. Ada Wong is a bitch who shits. Sorry, Colossal. I had Resident Evil women out of all of them. Ada Wong, bitch that shits. Same with Alexia Ashford. I feel like she's a bitch who shits. It's all about dominance. If you are more aggressive in the action, in the counter action, you're dominant. You're dominant. You're better. You're above. Yeah. Fart loud, shit louder. Do not go off on this when I'm in a Resident Evil phase. Everybody is in their Resident Evil phases, guys. Everybody is. Wow, Aaron, thank you. W Poggies. More like poopy. I just realized what my life has become in saying that. Volty's the shit guy. Volty's the poop guy. What about me? What the heck? But poopies! Thank you for the 10! I think that legit happened before. Funnier was the sniffa chain, which started by her hubby. Bruh. I was watching like Creepcast. One of the recent Creepcasts. I think it was the one for like, help, I'm stuck in a sitcom. And something like that happened. Where it was just like sniff. Don't just go for a shit. Make the toilet take your shit. Dominance. Exactly! Yes! I feel like I'd reveal a lot about myself if I said what I want Ada Wong to do to me. To be fair, I think everybody is in the same boat when it comes to Miss Ada Wong. I'd let her kill me. And I'd be happy. I'd die with a smile. Couldn't even finish that poopy because it was fucked up. Because it was fucked up. It was wrong. We all want Ada Wong to do what you want her to do to you. I understand Ada, but she to me is like the equivalent of white bread. That's because the fandom is so obsessed. If you were around in the earlier days of Resident Evil fandom, because I feel like nowadays Resident Evil is very like normie tier. Like survival horror games have become very normie tier when they used to not really be. But I think a lot of people have wanted to be with Ada for a while, but playing OG Resi 2 and seeing Miss Ada Wong, wow. 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 Am I right? Bitch, that shit is a bare minimum requirement for being my OG, not gonna lie. You have to have that energy, the dominance, the confidence. OG Resident Evil streams when? Soon, maybe. If I can get things working, maybe. Because I still need a controller that works. Well, that works consistently. I do have a controller, but it's a DualShock. So I need to find a controller. But when I do, you bet your ass. You bet your ass I'm gonna be streaming Resident Evil. You bet your ass. You know how I'm itching. You don't even know how much I'm itching to play Code Veronica on stream. To witness my Pookie. Because like, nobody knows about Steve. And if they do know about Steve, they make fun of him. Like, yes, it's very easy to make fun of him. He sounds totally goofy, but I wouldn't have him any other way. I wouldn't have him any other way. Father, like, that's Toronto bound. Toronto-based voice acting, bitch. This is what you get. You get Claire. You get Claire. You get Allison Court. You get Alfred, you cross-dressing freak! And you also get on the same side of the coin, he would only slow me down. Like, ah! But it's also perfect. You get, ah! You get Alfred Ashford. It's amazing. It's amazing. It's perfect. God, it's such a good fucking game. God, it's so awesome. Okay, I'm going to Jen. Found the meme. I'm going. Sparkle on. It's a Wesker. Why is I never gonna be it now? Okay, but let's see the girls that poop versus the bitches that shit. That's really accurate. That's really accurate. I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna show it on stream. Save. Showing the image. You love a man that can't get out of a wet paper bag. Yes, and? Yes, and? He couldn't get out of a wet paper bag, but he could fight back a whole fucking zombie virus, changing fucking his entire body up. Like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Like, my Steve can do both. My Steve can do both. I just realized Wesker's in that lineup. Of course. He's a bitch that shits, though. I know this. Wesky's a bitch that shits. Okay, the girls that poop versus the bitches that shit. Wesky's a bitch that shits. He really is! Oh my god! See? Okay, I'm gonna stand over here for a bit. Just so that everybody can see it. Claire is a bitch that shits. Jill is a bitch that shits. Very accurate, very accurate. Ada Wong bitch that shits, we already know.
Sheva, bitch that shits. Wesky, bitch that shits. Rebecca Chambers is a girl that poops. I do know that she is a girl that poops. But I would also protect her. Would though. Period. Ashley's remake outfit is so fucking good. I have beef with her hair. I have a lot of beef with her hair. Like, that is what I would call a fucked up bob, which is different from a fuck ass bob. Like, Ada Wong and Rebecca have fuck ass bobs. Ashley Resi 4 remake has a fucked up bob. I think something happened to her that made her bob like that. But her outfit is cute as fuck. I would kill for that. You have to keep in mind that she'd been captured for a bit. Yeah, that's true. That's true. But I don't know. OG Resi 4, Ashley, at least had good hair. And those big fucking ears, they were so cute. Like, she was really just out here like big fucking ears. That's my representation. That's my representation, okay? If I move my hair right now, if I uncover my ears and move my hair, Ashley OG Resi 4 ears. Shout out to the best follower AI, Ashley. Please tell me you're joking. I'll take modern Ashley over OG Ashley any day of the week. That's fair. That's fair. Dumbo ears streamer. Blue! Leave a girl alone. Give a dog a bone and leave a girl alone. I'm kidding. I do have really big fucking ears. They're screaming, Leon! Leon! But that's so funny. I don't know. I think OG Resi 4 is funny. And so I have a bit more like to like about it because I prefer when things are funny versus like super serious action. I'm like, it's funny. Every situation in OG Resi 4 is just fucking funny to me. I love it. Like, I think what I remember the most about every Resident Evil is just like the fucking funny shit that happens. And some of it's funny good and some of it's funny bad. Like, funny bad is Chris punching that fucking boulder. That's funny bad. But he's my right hand. Your right hand comes off? Good funny. Rebecca Chambers and Billy in Resi 0. That's funny. That's funny. That's good funny. Hot take, I don't like Chris. Here's the deal, me neither. Me neither. My value for Chris, the only real value that I feel Chris has is with Wesky. Wesky, baby. The way that they are, the relationship that they have, it's so aggressively homosexual, and I like that. Queso's gonna get you. I know he's gonna get me, come on! But I'm not a Leon girly either. Like, I think in terms of my appreciation for Resident Evil and the characters that I like, people would hate me. People would hate me for the opinions that I have. Because again, like every other fucking thing, like with all my Sonic opinions, it's like, who are your favorite characters? And it's like the ones that everybody fucking hates. Chris, fucking Shadow the Hedgehog, but everybody loves Shadow the Hedgehog. Silver the Hedgehog, Elise, those are my top 3. Bitches would hate me. And with Resident Evil, it's much of the same because I'm like, #1 favorite Resident Evil character is Steve. Next to Billy Cohen from fucking Resident Evil 0. And it's like something is very wrong with that. I think Chris is so stereotypical, which is why he's like, I don't like him. Like, he's kind of boring. But the way that Chris and Wesker are, the way that Wesker's always like, I trust you. Oh my god. Of course, you're one of my team. I love Wesker. I love Wesker. Wesky baby. I call him Wesky baby. That's how you know that I really like this character. If I give him a fucked up nickname, there's something there. I swear CIA PSYOP has been changing the wider perception of Silver. That is so true. Bitches fucking hated him. And now everybody's switching up like, oh, he's so silly. He's so silly and sweet. What the fuck happened? I grew up where if I were to say that I loved Big the Cat, people would have my head on a spike. If I like Silver the Hedgehog, head on a spike. Elise, head on a spike. Chris Thorndike, head on a spike, burning in the fiery pits of hell. Like, times have changed. Chris to me is a stereotypical soldier guy in most action-heavy series. Meanwhile, we have his sister, Rookie Cop. Well, yeah. Well, I mean, I don't think she was a cop. I mean, she's a cop now. But Claire's never really been a cop. She was like a motorcycle girly. I don't know, it's so weird. Times are really changing. Because I remember when people looked at Resident Evil and they didn't have a lot of reverence for it either. Like, the diehard fans had like a lot of reverence for it. And, you know, I feel like it was very closed off, I should say. Not that it was received poorly, but that the community that liked it and were very vocal about it were very few because it was so gatekept. But now, I don't know. I think the fandom's moved on from that flavor of baseless hatred of characters. Yeah. Yeah. These new Sonic fans don't understand how easy they have it. Exactly. Oh, I'm talking protagonist went from Claire to Leon to Jill. I see. That's true. Dude, can we talk? You know, I shouldn't say it. I shouldn't say it until I play the damn game. I'll still my tongue. I'll still my tongue about the Resident Evil 3 remake and Resident Evil 3 Nemesis. I'll still my tongue. Because I fear that with my opinions of like modern Resident Evil and stuff like that, people will think that I'm just a Gen 1er. And in a way, I kind of am, and I understand that. But I think people will be like, this is baseless. These complaints are baseless, when they're not. When it comes to Resident Evil 3 Remake specifically, it's not baseless why I don't like that game. But I feel like with all of my opinions and the opinions that I've expressed so far, people will think that. They haven't completely moved on, but definitely less vitriolic. Yeah. Like, I don't know. I feel like the hatred of characters in old fandom and old Sonic fandom specifically, it was like nowadays you attach characters to yourself very like closely, but I feel like if you expressed care for like Silver the Hedgehog, people would be like, that's a moral failing. Sonic's right there. They would be like, that's a moral failing. You are a terrible person and you deserve to die. It's like, whoa! Didn't RE3 remake make Nemesis too easy? They reduced Nemesis to mostly chases. Yeah, like mostly chases and not much more. And dare I say, I am struggling to remember because it was so forgettable on top of that. Because you think about OG Resi 3, like Nemesis, and you think about the places that you go, you have like distinct memories associated with every location. And I feel like it is not so with RE3 Remake, and Nemesis is much more of a forgettable enemy. Because in the original, it's like the gameplay would pause, and it would be like, do you want to fucking run away? Or do you want to fight this motherfucker? And I feel like it had a lot of weight in the decision-making of, do I fuck with this guy who has killed almost all of my friends before me, and I witnessed him kill in front of me? Or do I fight? Do I stay and fight? Do I run away? A lot of weight was on that, and I think that was really good because it made the experience much more ingrained into the player. And RE3 Remake just didn't do that, and it feels like a waste almost. I don't know. Because OG Resi 3, I think about it and it like stands out as one of the best. And it's like, oh, okay, whatever, it's fine. It's fine, but again, I'm scared that if I bring it up, people will be like, oh, it's just because you like OG Resident Evil. You love tank controls so much. Or it's like, no, I'm not excusing the tank controls. But I like the older ones better because I like the gameplay and everything else. Like, it just hits more marks than the newer ones do for me, personally, as a gamer wanting to experience a game. Shit like that is why I don't want a Bloodborne remake. It is scary. Forget tank controls, I love the car controls from the GameCube version of Oh god, I should play that too. See, I'm putting a lot of thought into this as well. Because it's like Resident Evil is a game series that I want people to experience all of, or at least a majority of, because I know something like Resident Evil Survivor is not easily brainable. It's fucking stupid. But also, there's something there that is cool and interesting and innovative. But it's like, I don't know. I want to start from the beginning of Resident Evil. But it's like, do I play both Resi 1s, one after the other? Or do I like wait until like the chronology of like when they released makes sense? I don't know. I don't know what to do. I don't know exactly, but I know that I have OG Resi 1. I have Resi 1 Remake. I have, like, do I play Resi 0 before the remake Resi 1? Is that where we put it in the timeline of if I play it? I don't know. I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about it a lot. Because I think it's good to share that. And Capcom thinks that making a fucking remake means destroying the original and making it inaccessible almost anywhere. And I think that's wrong. There is history. There is history. It's okay, June. We understand how crazy you are. We shall defend you. Will you really? Will you really? Dude. God. I remember a time where every gaming YouTuber acted like a bad entry or a bad character in a series was a demon straight from hell. Yup. And dare I say, too many people acted that way towards Rebecca Chambers. That's my baddie. Like, get behind me, Rebecca. I'll protect you. Oh, later, Rye. Thank you for sticking around and chatting. Thank you for sharing your opinions on Resident Evil. It's good to know somebody who also doesn't like Chris that much. He may have been really hot and sexy in Code Veronica, but not really my type. Not really my type. I'm more of a Wesky girl. And I don't even like him. Like, I'm not even attracted to him like that. I just think he's funny. 7 minutes. 7 minutes is all the time I have to play with you. Ugh, my everything. my spirit animal. If I was like an evil villain, I think I would be like a Wesky villain. Be working in the shadows. Resi 5, 6, and Revelations 2 co-op with Cool Stream when? Cools will never pick up those games. I'm sorry. I know Cools enough. She'll never do that. Like, I think the most that she can do with Resident Evil, I think the most that her brain wants to handle is a Resi 4 remake. Because she started playing Resi 2 remake on her channel, right? Yeah, she doesn't like the puzzles. And I can understand that. The puzzles in Resident Evil 2 are fucked up. But it's much more puzzle-oriented versus Resi 4 remake. And she's daunted. What, did you miss? Cools is daunted by puzzles. And by Resident Evil gameplay outside of Resi 4 remake. Honestly, I'd like to see her play Requiem though. I think she would appreciate Requiem. But I don't know, Requiem's expensive, so I'm not copping that shit yet. I'm waiting until it goes on mega sale and then I'll cop. So that's like what, in 10 years? In 10 years I'll play Requiem. It'll be fine. I'd be a lurker villain, but I'd be like a little shit. I don't know. I feel like I'd want to be like a cool lurker villain. But then you'd get to me and it'd be like that one guy, the sloth guy in Dead Rising 3. You know? The guy who's like set up in his house and he's got like drones and shit and he's like, "Are you my Uber Eats? Come in!" And then you're not his Uber Eats and he's like, "My drones will kill you." I'd be like that guy. Where it's just kind of like disappointing. 2036 a Resident Evil 9 stream. Add it to the calendar, guys. It's gonna happen. For gameplay reasons or other reasons? Well, I genuinely think that she enjoyed the gameplay. She enjoyed the gameplay of Resi 4 remake. She's kind of daunted by the puzzles in Resi 2 so it makes me a little nervous to be like, yes, let's play co-op Resi 5, 6, and Revelations 2. I don't know if she'd vibe. I don't know if she'd dig it. Dead Rising 2 stream when? I don't know. I know that something's cooking though. 2 individuals are cooking in the kitchen, coming up with something probably bad. I don't know if it'll be bad, but Volty and I are wanting to stream Dead Rising 2. You know, like off the record co-op. We're thinking about doing that. And it'd be funny if I was player 2, because you know, like it's dubbed in Canada, so like Chucky Green is an honorary Canadian. So if I play as player 2 Chucky Green and then Volty plays as Frankie West, it'd be like, oh, and the American being the American and the Canadian being the Canadian. And also I just like Chucky Green better. I really like Chucky. It makes me so, you know what? That's another character that's victim to like the Silver the Hedgehog vitriol hate train. Except it's still going on for him. Chuck Green, Dead Rising 2, is a phenomenal character and I love him. And everybody hates him and they call him Sucky Peen and it makes me sad, but I also call him Sucky Peen, but it makes me sad. People don't like Chuck. So many people don't like Chuck. Like I feel like if you go into like any other streamer playing Dead Rising, they're all like, you gotta play off the record. Frank is so much better. Chuck Green sucks. I'm like, whoa. Whoa there, guys. What are we talking about? Sucky Peen the goat. Exactly! Too many Frank fanboys. You know what?
I think the reason why Frank has so many fanboys is because of the character assassination that he underwent in 2 and Beyond. And I was talking to Volty about this when we were like talking about like random shit, and then we were talking about Dead Rising and being like, hey, we gotta stream that. Frank? In Dead Rising 1, I feel like a lot of his character, like he has a very strong character and a strong sense of justice and a strong desire to dole out justice with his camera, you know? Like throughout Dead Rising 1, his whole motivation is A, figuring out what's happening. But then once he figures out what happened, he's like, oh, let me dig a little bit deeper, you know, the story could help people, right? And so when he finds out about Santa Cabeza, he's like, I need to get this story out to dole out justice for the people of Santa Cabeza and for the people of Willamette, Colorado. And so he had like this very strong sense of justice and needing to help people. That's his biggest thing. When he's in Dead Rising 2, it's not entirely that. And it actually makes me really fucking mad. Like, Dead Rising 2 Off the Record and Case West don't piss me off. Do not piss me off, because if I think about what he says and the things that he does and the intro of fucking, I crawled my way out of Willamette, I'll kill you with a gun. Hi, Qualls, what's up? How are you doing? But Chuck Green has like the same sorts of motivations where instead of, you know, finding a sense of justice for, you know, other people and using his camera to dole out justice like Frank does, instead it's like, oh, I need to protect people, period. Like, it's not even doling out justice, it's I need to protect people because my wife was a victim of the same thing and I don't want other people to go through the same things that I have and that Katie does, right? And it's so heat, so fire, and people are just like, he's sucky peen. Why? Because Rebecca Chang Action News doesn't get his balls throbbing. Insane. Because, yeah, that's a crazy thing to say. Just because Rebecca Chang at Channel 6 Action News doesn't get his balls throbbing, he's a bad guy. Just because he loves his wife and he loves his child, it's crazy. It doesn't help that I don't think a single person has played the original Dead Rising 1 since like 2011. That is true. I think people who played the game at least once, they go back to play it and they skip all the cutscenes and they're like, who gives a fuck about the story? I'm just gonna fight some zombies and bust some heads. And it's like, if you pay attention to even how Frank reacts to different psychopaths and like right before he fights them, it's so huge. It's so huge to me. Like the first introduction with Kent, when Kent is like, this is my sexiest shot and whatever, and he's talking about all the photos that he's taken since the Willamette incident, Frank shoves his fucking camera away. He's fucking disgusted. He doesn't say anything outright antagonistic, but the fact that he sees like the exploitative nature of Kent's photography and the fact that he wants to sensationalize this incident, he just fucking knocks that camera away. He's like, get this shit out of my face. Chad. In Dead Rising 2 Off the Record, Case West, and Beyond, he would be all over that shit. And I the character assassination of Frank West, it's so sad to me. It's something I'm very passionate about, actually. Because I like love Frank West, and even though he's like in his 30s and he's supposed to be like the average American male, like slightly overweight, kind of like not the most attractive guy, the fact that his personality is like that and the actions that he takes in Dead Rising 1, I'm like, I need you now and I need you bad.
I Need You Bad. Like, it's insane. And TJ Rotolo just he does such a good job at like acting this character. It's fucking funny. It's great. Come on, where's that Frank? So he's dead. He's dead. He was taken out back and shot by Capcom Vancouver. Oh my gosh. Dead Rising 1's hard, though. Dead Rising is a series that is difficult. Also, Quills, I'm sorry that you had to walk in on that. I wanted to get my thoughts across. I wanted to get my thoughts across, my opinions. Thank you for being here, Quills. I'm so glad that you made it to this stream. What's up? How's your day? How are you doing? Hey, doing good? We were just talking about Resident Evil. I know you know that. You know 2 games. We're talking about that. And none of them will won. Does it? I don't think it does. I'm sitting here, I'm like, oh, you don't know Wesky, but I'm like, wait, isn't Wesky in Resi 4 make? And I'm like, wait, is he? I don't fucking remember. Dead Rising 1 is also hard because so much of it is unpolished and aged like milk because Dead Rising 2 exists. That is true. That is true. But there is something that like I admire about Dead Rising 1 in its kind of like jankiness, is that like it's so earnest. Like it presents itself so earnestly. Like, this is what I'm here to do, and then it does it to the best that they can. And I think that's really admirable. And then Dead Rising 2 really did polish it. Dead Rising 2 off the record made the gameplay better. That's really it, but it made the gameplay better. But it's like, I don't know. Dead Rising 1 feels very homey, and Dead Rising 2, I'm surrounded by my people, the Canadians. We've all got our accents, all of our about this, blah, blah, blah. It's awesome. It experimented, was trying to do so much new, exactly. And I think it really paved the way for like real-time missions in games. It did so much. Just makes me happy. Just makes me smile. And I like that it's not open world. That's something that always kind of like ground my gears about especially Dead Rising 4. Is that it's all open world. So you spend so much time running around looking for where you're supposed to go. Whereas like with the mall, you really get a feel, you really get a sense for like how the mall works because you've been to a fucking mall before. It's like everything is so familiar, it's localized to like one big building. Or like with Dead Rising 2, it's like one strip of places, and then there's like little malls and little buildings within there. But it's like, again, it's like, you know what, it's kind of awesome. It's kind of awesome. Kind of great. Dead Rising 3 took that gameplay to the next level. Really enjoyed Nick, but I think the story is kind of weird. The story is kind of weird with Dead Rising 3. I'm not gonna lie, I love TJ Detweiler. I mean Nick. But it's like, the story fucks up a lot of things. For me. For my understanding of the zombies. I get very confused. Because it's like, with the zombies, you have the little larva in you, right? And then the larva matures, and then it controls you. Makes you eat, makes you hungry. And so it's like, I don't really fully understand Zombrax, and I don't fully understand how Carlito could have infected all of those kids. And then they're like the ticking time bombs, and then Nick is a survivor of the ticking time bombs, and he's fully immune. How are you immune to a bug in you? Like, did the Zombrex kill the bug? Or does he still have the bug, but he's like asymptomatic? In which case, get that man away from me. He has worms and he could spread them to me. That I don't understand. And I don't think it's fully explained very well. Which makes me confused, because I'm a lore girl. I love game theory. I love MatPat, DILF of the year. I love MatPat. I love game theory. I am a theorist myself. I want to know how the fuck that works. Injecting yourself with pesticides. Hell yeah! But yeah, Los Perdidos isn't really large for being a full city because it like cuts off areas, which makes the vehicle segments fucking useless. Because it's like, oh, you get this vehicle, you get to use it for one strip, and then, oops, that area is blocked off. Actually, it might just be a steroid. Ah, wait. Hold on, if it's a steroid, that actually makes a lot more sense. It makes a lot more sense. Holy fuck. Why didn't I think about that? Why didn't they just explain it like that? Why didn't they just explain it like that? But hold on, how would now I'm thinking about that. I'm getting in my head again. I'm like, everybody who's infected with the zombie virus, but it's not a virus, it's a parasite. What is going on? And now I'm like logging all of their symptoms and being like, how does Zombrex work? If it's a steroid. I'll have to look into it. I'll have to look into it. But the reason why I have so many like, complex opinions about Dead Rising, especially complex feelings surrounding Frank, is because I'm writing an essay. I've been writing this essay for a while. This essay has fallen under the umbrella that many other of my personal projects end up falling under, which is I get super fixated on it and I spend a lot of time working on it, and then I drop it, and then I never pick it back up. Like I take a break and then I never pick it back up. But I wrote an entire like multi-part essay. Like this shit is basically a fucking dissertation all about how Dead Rising, the game, the original game, Dead Rising 1, tackles the concept of consumerism and how you combat it. Streamer presenting her essay to the chat and getting graded live on stream. What? No! One thing that I do need to do, and I still have them, thank fuck, they're on Google Drive. I have to read some of my university essays for Moe Moe June. It's one of the promises I gotta do. I got a werewolf short story sitting in my Google Doc for 4 months now. Hold on, how long has it been since I've touched Frank West? Wasn't entirely meaning that, but we're gonna go with it. Where is it? Okay, here it is. I last opened this on February 18th, but I think it's just because I was looking for it existing. But I gave it a fun title and everything. I'm gonna go to the version history to see when. May 28th, 2025 at 3:10 in the morning. That's the last time I touched this baby. Kind of crazy when you think about it. I need to see your footnotes and citations. Wow. Do you know what? I actually have some of them. I have some of them. But basically, the title of it, and I was gonna make it like a video. So then I would put in like, you know, like other parts of the video, things like that, blah, 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 you know? I was gonna do all like that fancy like video essay YouTuber shit, but I called it Blind Consumption is Not Fantastic. How Dead Rising confronts the long-term effects of consumer capitalism amidst a zombie apocalypse. Thank you, thank you. It's kind of cool, I don't know. Because I had like an entire section specifically dedicated to Kent. Because I hate him. Literally, a full section dedicated to Kent and his sensationalist photography.
Because again, I take it as like, you know, sensationalism amidst a tragedy. It's like you're consuming tragedy for entertainment. You know, you're consuming other people's lives as an outside observer. You're treating them like a commodity. You're treating them like something to gain an experience from rather than a person, right? All through the lens of a camera. You know, it's very important. It's very important to me. And so I talk about, like, you know, like the women, how the women are treated by Kent, you know, this is my sexiest shot. And like the erotica photo genre as a whole. And I actually argue that it's a very important photo genre to have within the game because it furthers the idea of commodifying people. And it's just like, you know, you remove personhood from even a zombie by treating it as a sex object when it's a female zombie and it has torn clothing. You know? Because if a zombie has torn clothing and is a female, you take a picture of it no matter what. If a zombie is female, you take a picture no matter what. It is counted under the erotica photo genre. Now, why is that? Now, why is a woman who is stripped of all identity, who is constantly built to consume and only consume and is made completely unaware of her surroundings and her power and her individualism and her identity, you take a picture of that and it's sexy to you. You get a kick out of it. It's like, I wonder why. It's a little odd. But it drives the point home from a feminist perspective too, because it's like, well, women are always treated like this. In the media, women are always treated as object, either object of pity, object of sex, object of entertainment. And so it's just really, it's important to me. It's important to me. I love Dead Rising in the way that it tackles consumerism, because it's just so pointed. It's so pointed in everything that it does. And I like that. You can tell streamer went to an Ivy League university from that essay title alone. Leave me alone! Capcom, a bunch of freaks? No. Capcom knew what they were doing. Because they knew that even though players would want to take those pictures, like they knew the player base was gonna do this. But it's the fact that it forces the player when you're confronted with someone like Kent and Frank's reaction to Kent being to immediately shove that bitch away and nasty, gross idiot, what are you doing? Especially when people don't know that he's taking those pictures, especially when they're non-consensual, but they're sexy shots because, oh, she has boobs and she's bent over. It's like Capcom knows what they're doing because they know that the player will want to do that, but that further drives the point home of you are blindly consuming these things. You are treating people as consumption. Like even the survivors being fucking annoying as they are, because their AI is so bad, people like to take out their anger on them. That's another thing. I've seen a lot of people when they stream playing Dead Rising, they're like, oh, funny joke, let's kill the survivors because they're annoying me. And then you're confronted with like a psychopath fight, like Joe, for instance, who captures all of these, you know, young women in the clothing store and starts like assaulting them and like beating them and doing horrible things to them because she feels that that's the only way that she's in control of her body and stuff like that, and how men don't see me as attractive, so I'll take out all my thoughts on the sexy women. It's like when you're doing that to your survivors, to potentially your female survivors, and then you are confronted with a boss fight like that, it's supposed to be very sobering. It's supposed to, you know, put it into perspective. What are you doing? You're no better than a psychopath. It's... Oh, yeah. Oh yes, thank you! Because it pokes a little hole in the idea where it's like, oh, I'm consuming this game for entertainment. you're consuming this for entertainment blindly. Throwing pies at the zombies is fun, right? Throwing pies at the zombies is fun? You think that? Fuck you. I like it. I think it's fun. Being a freak and knowing it, or as I like to call it, Fujimoto. Wow! Damn, streamers officially mind blown me. Yeah. Well, that's what Dead Rising is supposed to do. It's very like show don't tell about it, which I appreciate. It's kind of hitting the same beat Spec Ops the line does, but with war crimes. Yes! And the fact that Dead Rising 2 at least tried to have like a similar driving force theme, that instead of consumption, because you know you're at the mall, you're, you know, like taking pictures, you've got like a place of blind consumption. It's a hub where people go to buy things, to, you know, basically be exploited by companies, because guess what? Santa Cabeza was exploited by a company and they got the fucking zombies on their ass. You know, they have that through line of blind consumption and you're fighting through that. Dead Rising 2 is kind of like a similar thing. They tried to do a similar thing, but instead it was a bit more ham-fisted on TV bad. TV bad. Do other things, TV bad. It was very in your face about that, about Big Pharma bad, TV bad. But it's kind of fun. It still has like the same themes of like what entertainment and the things that you consume do to you and how they are internalized within yourself. Like with Randy, where he's like, I don't want to die a virgin, and his whole thing is that he's like wearing a fucking pig gimp suit trying to marry women so he can fuck them and not die a virgin. It's like because he probably consumes a lot of bad content, or because he was raised in such a repressed household where, you know, he was obviously Christian, obviously waiting till marriage was like drilled into his being. He had the idea that, oh, I'm gonna force people to marry me so then I can have sex and die not a virgin. It's kind of fun. And then Dead Rising 3 hits you over the head with the Big Pharma bad. Yeah, because with the Big Pharma deal with both Dead Rising 2 and Dead Rising 3, it's more so that like the less fortunate people within a smaller area are collateral damage for the greater good. That's how the Big Pharma company tries to spin it. Like how the final boss fight with Chuck in Dead Rising 2, it's very much like, you know, we're doing this to help people, you stupid fucking bitch. And it's like, you killed my wife last time you did this. I don't think it's cool. You made my daughter dependent on your drug because of this thing. But it's like, again, the more queens that you have, the more you can make the drug, the more that you can help people and protect people from this virus that obviously got out because of Carlito's first thing being very sloppy and the Willamette incident. But it's like to solve this problem, you're causing more problems that in the future you must solve. And you're doing so in a way where it's like, instead of curing everybody completely fully, because they do have the cure, at least in Dead Rising 3, instead it's very much, we need to milk as much money out of these people before the next outbreak happens. So we can continue pretending, saying that we can save people. It's crazy, it's crazy. I don't know if it was ever mentioned or not, but Zombrex needs to be 24-hour dosages. Or they choose to do so for money. Yeah, well, at least in the original Dead Rising 1, it was 24 hours just by sheer fucking luck. Because Isabella was like, I don't know how long this is gonna last, but we're gonna make this for you because I think it's gonna work and get us out of here, and then it'll give us more time, it'll buy us more time for when we eventually get out of here, and then I can fix us all up real good. Nice, right? So I'm surprised that we don't talk about like the attack suppressant pheromone enough. Because that one was like 10 hours tops, maybe. I don't even think it was that.
Hold on. Now I'm gonna need to go back and see when the case is to see when what time it is when they get to the tunnel and whatnot. But yeah, but for 24-hour doses, it needs to be administered 24 hours. Because that's what it is in Dead Rising 2 and Dead Rising 2 off the record. But I honestly think that it's just because of like a money thing. But even then, because of how long Frank has lived and how long Frank has needed Zombrex, it's like it really makes you wonder, like, how long would he need it to be? You know, how long would Frank need it to be? Because his infection is probably much more mature than newer infections. So I wonder, like maybe, I don't remember Dead Rising 2 off the record. That's why we're gonna fucking play it on stream, because I don't remember it. I care more about Dead Rising 2 original and Sucky Peen. Oh my god. I never knew just how deep this went. I'm actually having internal realizations. It's crazy. I graduated from an Ivy League university. I graduated from an Ivy League university. Basically the university of looking too much into things, looking too deep into things. It's my bread and butter. Thank you, thank you. It's my bread and butter. But yeah, I think the toughest thing, I think the reason why I stopped actually writing the Dead Rising 1 consumerism thing, that essay, I think I stopped writing it because the formatting's tricky. Like when do I introduce certain pieces of information and in what order do I introduce them? That's where I got stuck. Whoever made the rednecks shooting you in the outside section of Dead Rising 2 needs to be tried in court. It's fucked up, dude. It's messed up. But I appreciate them. Because again, the rednecks are very much influenced by the media that they consume in like the pro-America, democracy, down with the immigrants kind of thing that rednecks tend to be exposed to, right? It really is just like the nature versus nurture one, but instead it's all nurture and it's all they're being nurtured by the TV. Streamer taking off the clown makeup to provide an in-depth analysis of a game's themes after talking about farting proudly earlier on stream. Fuck, I did! That's what you get from a Moi Moi June stream. You get fart loud, shit louder. Fart loud, shit louder. Also, let's look at the different themes in this random video game from 2006. I love them as a part of the world and the story, but man, the pot shots are fucked up. Dude, when... I was really happy when Jerma played Dead Rising 2 on stream. It made me very happy. And when he got to the rednecks, he did not know how the fuck to fight them for the longest time, and he kept getting shot, and he was like, why am I getting shot? When he knew that they were there from dying to them previously. He was like, I'm still getting shot by them? What? It's like, yeah, because you kind of have to kill them. Don't know if you knew. It was kind of awesome. He like waits an hour in game, goes outside, and he's like, they're still out here? Like, yes, what the heck? I love that dude. I love Jerma, man. That's my emotional support 40-year-old man. You know what? I think part of the reason why I like Jerma so much is because he has like the same taste in media as like my dad. So anytime he makes a weird reference, I'm like, I know what he's talking about. I learned that from my dad. Emotional support, white man. That's my Jerma! Ew. I'm sorry. Ew. That was gross. That was gross to say. I'm sorry. Like the way that I said it too, just like, that's my Jerma! Oh. Gross.
Anyway, gamers, I think I have had my fill of yapping. I really think it's crazy the fact we went from farting to analyzing the themes of consumerism in Dead Rising and Dead Rising 2 and 3. But I think I should go. I think I should go. I'm surrounded by my Ochun, my yellows, and my fucking... By the way, file name of this image right here. I titled it Fuck Ass Bald June. It's called Fuck Ass Bald June. Anyway. We need to yap for another 3 hours. No! I don't think my voice can handle it. I've tried really hard not to cough this whole time. You know when you have the hiccups? Farting to feminist theory is a good tagline for this channel. What the fuck? We're farting. We go from farting to feminist theory. That's just what we do here on Moi Moi June. Fucked up. Damn, tears in my eyes. That's funny. But do you know when you yap when you're talking, but you have the hiccups, and so you're breathing in, and your breathing is kind of like short and small, and you're just like, oh, I'm trying not to cough. I'm trying not to hiccup. Am I safe yet? And you're like breathing like cautiously to make sure that you don't breathe in and then hiccup instantly. It's like that right now, but it's for coughing. From pissing to philosophy. No! But that's also so me. But no! Pissing is philosophy here on the Moi Moi June channel. What's your pissosophy? Because I think we should all be pissing free. Pissing free, live free, piss hard. Fart free, piss hard. That's the tagline for this channel. Instead of live free, die hard, the Die Hard 3 movie. Fart free, piss hard. Piss free, fart proud. Piss hard though. My strat to stop hiccuping is to breathe in a lot and hold it for 10 seconds. Dude, I just start beating on my chest whenever I get hiccups. I'm like, stop, stop, stop. And then every time it sounds like I'm like SpongeBob going, nah. I should stop doing that. Anyway, at the end of every stream, I like to cast a magic spell that'll make your day, night, week, or whenever you're watching this even better. And if you don't know the words, fucking learn them. If you do know the words, do know the words. Do fucking anything. I don't know. I don't care at this point anymore. But are you guys ready? I'm not even gonna ask if you're ready. I'm not even gonna ask if you're ready for the magic spell. I'm just gonna do it, and I'm gonna do it at a random time, and you'll never know when it's gonna be. It's gonna be like Freddy Fazbear when he jump scares you when the lights go off in Five Nights at Freddy's. I thought you said beating on your meat to stop the hiccups. See you guys next time for fucking cupcakes, I guess. My Little Pony creepypasta with maximum volty. Ay!